He's fed, walked, bathed, and tired out. They settled down in their kennel for a nap, and I picked up the baked mac and cheese I was bringing as my contribution to our weekly Sunday lunch. Evelyn lived about 5 minutes away from Kelsey, which is another reason I did not mind house-sitting for her. If I wasn't staying at Kelsey's, it would have been a good 45-minute drive for me. As much as I loved the idea of living at the beach, I opted to live close to my job instead. I think Evelyn was pleased with that decision as well. She didn't bring it up often, but she was still worried about her past coming back to haunt her, even though her dark past was almost 40 years ago. She had sat me down for a serious discussion about it only once in the 16 years that I had known her. I thought about the last time we had the talk, back when I was about to graduate high school and head out into the world. I knocked on the door and let myself in as usual. "Evelyn, I'm here," I called out. Her voice floated out to me. "In the sitting room, dear." She didn't have a living room, she had a sitting room or parlor, and would frown at me if I dared to suggest it was a living room. I slunk down the hall and to the right. Today had not been a good day for my uncle, and he was in rare form. After one of his episodes, I had a difficult time standing up straight or meeting anyone's eyes, preferring to lurk in the shadows unseen. Evelyn's warm smile greeted me, but I could tell she had a serious look in her eye. She sat on the sofa in front of a coffee table covered in pictures. She waved me forward when I hesitated in the doorway and gave a sad sigh when she took in my current state. She knew better than to try to hug me, as we had been through this before. I preferred to pretend nothing had happened, and she was resigned to the fact that she could do absolutely nothing about it. Her very life depended on her staying unnoticed and anonymous. Making accusations against a well-liked and respected police officer would drag her out into the public eye and catch the attention of some dangerous people. She patted the sofa next to her, and I gingerly sat down on the edge of the seat and leaned forward to see what she was doing with the pictures. She never had any pictures of family before, and rarely mentioned her daughter. I looked up at her and saw her gazing sadly down at the pictures. She picked one up of a sad-looking girl who was about my age. "This was me," she said softly. "I printed these out at the local library. Did you know that they have high school yearbooks on the internet now?" I had the feeling that if I stayed quiet and didn't interrupt, she might continue. Evelyn had never opened the door to her past before, and I was eager to see what I could before that door slammed shut again. She picked up other photos one by one. There were some that looked more recent, maybe from the 80s or 90s. They were posed photos taken of different high school clubs, but all had one girl in common. I'm guessing that was her daughter. She didn't say anything as she gazed at the pictures with a sense of nostalgia, and it was killing me not to ask any questions. I finally blurted out, "Are these of your family? That's great that you were able to find those." She cut me off immediately with a sharp look in her eye. "It's not great, it's dangerous." She swept all the photos up into her arms and stalked over to the fireplace. "I wanted to show you these to warn you. You might think you are safe in hiding, but you are not. You are never safe." She trailed off and leaned against the fireplace, with exhaustion coming on just as quickly as the burst of energy that had carried her over there. She tossed her stack of papers and photos into the unlit fireplace. "I like to think that I left it all behind me," she started, then paused. She turned and headed back towards the sofa, taking a seat and leaning back. "This is just one reminder that anyone can come for me at any time. If the wolves find me, they cannot know about you. They will take you, and your life now will seem pleasant in comparison." A chill ran through me at the look in her eyes. There's no way anyone would recognize